Okay, good morning, everyone, and Ryan, thanks for inviting us to the call. My name is Gary Latham, and I'm the strategic account leader for the University of Tennessee, and I have with me my promo executive, Darren Patterson. Hopefully, many of you on the phone have already worked with Darren on procuring your promo UT branded items. It's a bit of a different process than we've been used to in the past, with the onset of marketplace and how UT is going about procuring those items. But big thank you to Ryan for allowing us the opportunity to get in front of you folks and see what we can do to help you increase your brand, get that out there, and bring more, I guess, opportunity to the university, more exposure. And of course, one of the big things we do is protect that brand integrity. And you'll see some of what we work with in our larger companies across the country, and how we protect that brand, and really some special things that we do specifically for UT to help you guys. So I believe you can ask questions through the Zoom webinar. We'll certainly take those, or if you want to hold off until the end and we can ask questions, because chances are if you've got a question, most likely somebody else has the same question. So with that, I'll turn it over to Darren.
Thanks, Gary. Can everybody hear me okay? I just want to make sure volume's good. Perfect. Thank you very much. So I am Darren Patterson. I'm with the Staples promotional product side of Staples. And many of you do use us. And if you have not used us in the past, hopefully we'll be on your Rolodex to be used in the future, the next time a project comes your way. But I did want to introduce you to the side of Staples that a lot of people don't know. And it is the promotional product side. We are the #1 distributor of promotional products in the world. Not just the United States, but in the world. Staples has many different facets, many different avenues for which you can get product. But my favorite side, not just because I represent them, but because it's fun, is the promotional product side. And promotional products from our standpoint include anything from awards to apparel, any wearables, to the swag or the tchotchkes, whatever you want to call them, that are our handouts. So what we like to do is get to know our customers, get to know the departments you're representing, the target markets that you're trying to go after, the purpose of what it is you're trying to buy, who the end customer or person receiving it is, and try to make sure that you are buying the best product that is available. I know a lot of times you're looking at the items that you're trying to buy. You've got 20 minutes to get it done because you've got 50 million other things you need to be doing that probably are more important to the overall success of your job. But we want to make sure that the item you're getting is going to be the best thing suited for you, for what it is you're trying to achieve. So we try to do that by just getting to know what it is you're buying in your history, and then for what event or for who it is that you're trying to get out of them. We are the world's most trusted source for branded solutions. Branded solutions being awards, being the hard goods, being the soft goods, or wearables. No matter the size, every client benefits from our world-renowned creative promotional services. I think, and we'll dive into it a little bit later, but some of you have seen our emails the last few months with some of the creative, cool kind of stuff that's new out there. We're going to be trying to do that more and more, hopefully either every month, every other month. I'm going to be throwing something in your inbox that just kind of makes you smile and think, how can you use that? So we do try to immerse ourselves in your world to make sure that the ideas, the items that we're trying to present or give you as part of our solution, that they make sense. And we're just not throwing stuff at you just to kind of get a read on maybe what you're trying to buy. We are the #1 industry leader. What does that mean for you? It's like so good for Staples. They're the big guy, but I like using a smaller, more local vendor. What that gives us is buying power. And we extend that through our pricing to you, which should be more competitive than anybody else in the industry. Whether you're UT, whether you're one of the other companies that we work with. What keeps us strong and what keeps us number one in the industry is that we extend that buying power, the benefits of being a big guy, a big player, to your budget, to the item that you're trying to buy, and fit within the limited funds that you get every year. My wife works at Maryville College, so I know very well how far you have to stretch your budget dollars every year and how they have to last from July to June. I get it. So it's not just me, it's a whole network of people that are servicing clients across this country, across Canada, and across the rest of the world. We're a bit segmented from US to Canada to the rest of the world. So for us, our headquarters are between St. Louis and Overland Park, Kansas. We have a gigantic warehouse in Orange City, Iowa. And then we have 2 other distribution centers, one's in South Carolina, the other one's in Salt Lake City, Utah, to service customers in those different areas, as well as Pawtucket, Rhode Island, up near Providence. We have found that customers are our number one goal, and we need to make sure that we are delivering to them in a timely fashion. And by doing that, we have expanded our distribution centers to include those others besides Orange City, Iowa. So who's your team? Gary, who was just speaking. You've got myself, Darren Patterson, as well as Raquel, who couldn't make it this morning. But between the 3 of us, we get the job done. And that's our end goal, to get back to you in a timely fashion, get the solutions in your inbox. And all that we ask of you is some feedback. If we're hitting the mark, if we're not, the only way that we see that this relationship continues to be successful is that we have an open dialogue between all 4 of us, okay? Sometimes we will go out of the box just to give you a different flavor or a different viewpoint, something maybe new in the market. We're not afraid of showing it, so we just ask for your feedback. We do have trend reports. There is a website. I'll give it to you at the end as well as now. It's called yourbrandpartner.com. So many of you have probably gone to staplespromotionalproducts.com or staplespromo.com. Both of those get to the same retail website for promo. But yourbrandpartner.com has a lot of idea books, has a lot of industry trends, style trends, information that we feel is pertinent or important to the items that you're buying in our industry. That is more of the knowledge and the idea generator. And then Staples Promo, Staples Promotional Products is our retail side. That's our online catalog, if you will. And then anything beyond that, if you don't find it on that website and one of our competitors, we can still get it. It's just one of the hundreds of thousands of items out there that we just didn't load up on the website. Something that a lot of people don't know is that we can get even the highest brand names like Tumi luggage, things that might not be applicable to all of you, but I think it is relevant to say that we can basically get anything under the sun. And it doesn't always need to be logoed, but that is the industry that we work in. But just wanted to give you that little tidbit. We do have a Pinterest account. I know we have an Instagram account. We have LinkedIn. We have a YouTube channel. So we have all sorts of video and ideas out there. And like I said, our idea books are on yourbrandpartner.com. Some of you, like I was mentioning earlier, we do have e-coms, or that's what we call it, electronic communications, email marketing, that just kind of put something brand new into your inbox. And some of you may have seen the UT, the orange pen that came out around the holidays. And then just last month, we did the Tech Ideas with a bunch of pop sockets, a spinner pen, a Ring ID wallet for the back of your phone, and webcam covers, a bunch of stuff. Just wanted to get some ideas out there to a bunch of you. Some of you did order some of these, and we appreciate that. We thank you so that we know that this is working. And then a lot of inquiries asking about what the pricing is. So just be on the lookout. And if you're not on that, please email me, and we'll add you to our email list for these emails. So how do we start this relationship? How do you get started with Staples promotional products? So you can just start by emailing me, emailing Gary, or even emailing Raquel if you know her email address. Just tell us what it is either you need, if you know exactly what it is, or if you have an idea, or you have no idea. Just to start the conversation, we can kind of take it from there, and we'll come back to you with some ideas to present in front of you. The whole goal is to make your day and your job of ordering these promotional products or apparel easier, okay? So we're going to source the product or the solution. We'll give you a comprehensive quote that will include the quantities that we would set forth before. And then if you're still uncertain and you don't know based on an image, sometimes I don't know what something looks like when I look at it from a website or a picture. So we can get a sample to you. And most of the time, 99% of the time, there's no charge for that. All right. And then once we decide on it, what it is that you are going to purchase and the quantities, we get the quote prepared, and then you order it. You can order it through Marketplace. We've been pushing almost everything that we've been getting over the last couple months through Marketplace because from an invoicing perspective, it is 100,000 times more easier than the traditional route. Everything so far has been going smoothly. So that's our preferred method, so we don't have to be talking about incorrect or misrouted invoices. We want to get it right the first time so we can focus on the future, not the past. So how do you do it? Once we have the quote, you go into Marketplace and you log in, and I believe for most of you, this is kind of what it looks like. If you see the very second line, it says office supplies. That's not where you go. You keep going down under promotional items. On the left side, it'll say Staples. That's where you click. So once you click there, it'll take you to the promo site, and then you scroll down, and you keep scrolling until you get to the 6 easy steps. On step number 3, there's a link that says click here. Punch out to this catalog and click here. That's where you have from our quote. This is what our quotes look like. You take that number, you can copy and paste it, write it down. After you've clicked on that link, it'll take you to a menu where you can search for a quote number. You click find, it'll pull up everything that's included on that quote, and you click on place order. And then we get the email, and then everything's moving. We can still communicate through email. You can send us the logo. We'll send you back a proof after that's ordered. Make sure that we've got everything squared away, and then we continue moving forward from there. And you should get order confirmations, estimated delivery times. You'll get tracking information the day after it ships. You'll be able to track it through FedEx or UPS, whichever route it's going, and then it should deliver to you. And in my world, it's that easy. And so you've got my contact info there, got my phone number. We've got my email and that website, Your Brand Partner, where all the ideas start. And then if you are used to going to the Staples promo website, know that that is a retail website. It's fine. You can shop there. You can look at the SKU numbers. If you know what you're looking to order, you can always reference those SKUs. We do look those up. It's a great idea generation as well for you to give us direction in terms of what it is you're trying to buy. And then we can quote it based on that information. But wanted to kind of keep this webinar very simple, easygoing, not to complicate things and get off into the weeds. So just kind of want to keep it focused and tell you a little bit more about Staples promotional products. how easy I find it is to work with us to get a quote on the products you're trying to search for or reorder, and go from there. So I will open it up to everybody. And if you have questions, I've got the chat screen up. I can answer questions here. You can unmute yourselves. Maybe Ryan can unmute everybody or give them the ability to ask questions right now.
So actually, this is Blake. I work with Ryan. So because there are so many people, it usually works better if everyone will just use the chat box to ask questions.
Sure.
One of the questions was, will we be sending out the PowerPoint? And we're actually recording the webinar, so we'll have that on the UT System Procurement Office website. We'll send everyone a link to that after the webinar today, and I'm sure Staples would be happy to share the PowerPoint if you would like to see those as well. So folks, we'll give you a few minutes to ask questions, and then we'll see if Staples has any other content they want to share, anything else they would like to add. So here's a couple questions for you guys. Do you provide metal medallions is one of the questions.
Are we talking like the military coins for metal medallions? If so, yes, I've quoted those in the past.
Nothing.
Oh, so you're talking like okay, so like athletic medals. I'll check into that. I believe we do. I've only done like the plastic, the acrylic, glass, and crystal, like stand-up awards and cups that you kind of place on a shelf, that sort of thing. I'll check into the sports medals with ribbons. Yeah, I'll check onto that. And if you have an image of that you can send me that you're currently getting, then that would help me communicate that to my team and Raquel to check on our side. Thanks. Another question was asked about, do they have to work with marketing? If it is a campus like approved logo and you're giving me an EPS file, that's really all that we've been working with. I'm kind of assuming that the logo that you're giving me is the university approved graphics file. Typically when you get into a vector art EPS, so it's not a JPEG, it's not a PNG, it's not a TIFF. It can be a high-res PDF vector art file, an Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator file, a EPS file. Those are the graphic files that we work with. And the reason we do that is because there's two different art forms. One is vector, one is raster. Raster is very easily seen. When you blow up an image or a clip art, let's say 2, 3, 4, 5 times the size of the original one, if it looks blurry, that is not the kind of artwork that we work with, because when we print it, it will look blurry even when it's small. It'll look cloudy, it'll look dirty, whatever you want to call it. So going with EPS artwork is the one that ensures that your graphics are going to look very crisp and clear on whatever it is we're printing on, or embroidering on, or screen printing on. If you have a question about the logo that you're working with, if there's a reason why we need to be working with marketing, if you want to just email me separately, that's fine too. We can figure out what it is what the question is or what the concern is. Because if it's a product color, we can get samples of the product. In some cases, we can ensure that through a decorated sample, if we have to go to that length, depending on the project size, we can get a test sample done to make sure that it's going to come out right. Okay. Keep the questions coming. we have UT Orange polo shirts? Because the shades of UT Orange would be different on each different style of polo shirt, because the materials going into each shirt are going to be different. The weave is different, so your eye will perceive the color to be slightly different. If you're looking for a particular style, I can sample every orange color under the sun, and we can hit a target. I don't have a collection of UT Orange polo shirts in my office, but it's something that would be a goal of mine this year, to be able to offer some shirts that are as close as we can get to UT Orange. So if you have a project, please email me, and we'll get going on that. I know that there's a lot of other campuses that don't have the UT Orange color as their campus colors. I've looked into different campuses, and there's different other shades of colors in the rainbow. So if we're looking for a specific color to your campus, I'd be more than happy to start looking into those colors of shirts. So again, for the websites that are out there, there is yourbrandpartner.com, which is more ideas, trends, general information about promotional product, or what items are hot and new. So that's yourbrandpartner.com. And then there is staplespromo.com, or if you want a longer website to write down, staplespromotionalproducts.com. Staples Promo and staplespromotionalproducts.com, they both go to the same website. If some of you are used to working with another vendor, and either they've gone out of business, you've been having some struggles, or just want to give us a try, and you already have an existing item, if you have a proof from the last time you ran it, which kind of shows us the item, or you have pictures of the item, or you can take it with your cell phone, and just take the picture or email us that document, and then we can take it over from there. Any other questions?
Okay, guys, this is Gary Latham, the strategic account leader for the university regarding office supplies. So I want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to our presentation. Very confident we can help you guys. Just welcome the opportunity, and any chance we can get to help you, we're certainly happy to. So I guess if anybody, if you don't have any questions about promotional products, if you have any questions just in general about the Staples program, I'll certainly do my best to answer those for you at this time. Unless Ryan or Blake, unless you guys think that best suited in a different format or a different platform.
Absolutely. Any other questions about Staples now would be great.
Thank you. We'll give just a couple of minutes for any potential questions to come in. Okay, we just had a question come in, certainly anticipated this one. Can Staples find a way to match the .com pricing on the marketplace? So great question. I actually answer that on a pretty regular basis. So the Staples.com website is really geared towards individuals and small businesses. And I know it's maybe hard to understand, but Staples.com and Staples Business Advantage are two separate operating business entities. We utilize different warehouses, and any of you that have any, I guess, logistical experience will understand that inventory costs can vary based on what you're buying, what volume we're buying. And since the two of us are separate businesses, we have different cost structures. You will see a difference in those sometimes, but certainly, and I don't think I've denied, maybe one or two in my career, really, with Staples, which is the last 13 years in regards to the University of Tennessee. If it's sometimes Staples.com, they're not unlike any other online retailer or brick and mortar big box retailer. They run loss leaders sometimes in order to drive traffic through the site, or perhaps they're needing to make room in the warehouse for a new product. So they're just trying to get rid of it. Now, if you see something like that and bring it to my attention, as long as it's not below my cost, I will absolutely match that price for you. And I know that you don't need to be shopping continually, but and those we're getting those hammered out. They're far many fewer requests than I used to have to take on that topic, but we're getting there. But until we totally get there, I would just encourage you guys to reach out to me via email, and I'll certainly take a look at it.
Any other questions for Staples?
Yeah, they just wanted my email address as well, Blake. So it's Darren's going to post that for us. It's Gary, Gary .LAT as in Tom, HAM as in mother, at staples.com. And that is the best way to reach me, even if I'm out of the office, I'm traveling, down on campus quite a bit. If you send me an email, I do my best to respond within a couple of hours, at least to let you know that I have received your email. I may not have an answer for you right then, but I just want to acknowledge the communication.
I'll put Gary's contact info on the last page of the PowerPoint as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Blake, I don't see any other questions coming through.
Yeah, I don't either. I think we could probably go ahead and conclude it for this morning.
Okay. Blake, anything else for us that we can do right now?
No, I think that was great. I certainly appreciate your time and Darren's time and all the folks out there who took time out of their busy day to watch this webinar this morning. So I think that was a lot of good information. Looks like a lot of folks said they got some good information out of this. So we certainly appreciate everybody's time this morning, and thank you.
Yeah, and thank you guys as well. I know it's, everybody's asked to do more in less amount of time these days. And I know it's difficult to break away for training. So I certainly appreciate everyone giving us a few minutes of their time. So hopefully we can save you that time with any promotional product inquiries or orders or anything like that. We can give that back to you. Just certainly welcome any opportunity that we can give, and certainly appreciate your support over the last 13 years with the Staples Office Supply Program, and just giving us a chance to help service you guys with promotional products as well. We really do appreciate your business.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thanks. Everybody have a good rest of the day. Bye.
Thanks, Blake.